and the Marquoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild stab work spell. Here's another shot. Right in front of score. Henderson has scored for Canada.
The Olympic roster. We have a lot to talk about this because this is like super interesting. So I'll pull out the list of the guys who got chosen on the roster. There have been some injuries when the roster was chosen, and then the snubs. So we'll go through everything properly. And then I wasn't surprised with the guys they chose.
Okay.
I was expecting exactly what they did and how they did it, but it's still disappointing. I think, I was going to be more disappointed in the Team Canada roster, but then when the Team USA roster came up, I was just like, oh my God, this is bad. You guys just shot yourself in the foot.
You think it's that bad?
I think it's that bad.
I don't know. There's like a couple of question marks I have about the team, but
yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go through the list.
Let me put the list out. You could keep talking. Don't worry.
No, it's crazy because like when I saw it, I'm like, okay, I see why they did this, but I don't know. There's some things I really questioned. One of the biggest one was them leaving out Bennett. I was like, the guy that just won the Smythe, or is it Smythe? The playoff?
Conn Smythe.
Yeah, playoff MVP or whatever. Yeah. And you leave him out, and especially the impact he had at the Four Nations, you think you'd want to take him, right? And just the type of player he is, like when I'm looking at USA, like they have a bunch of guys that'll kind of get into the skin of a lot of Canadian players or like anyone in the tournament. You kind of need someone there that can kind of, and imagine him centering the last line with Wilson, Bennett, and who's gonna be the last guy? Would it be Marchand? No, it wouldn't be Marchand.
No, it's not gonna be Marchand. No.
But just Wilson and Bennett on the same line together, that would be a good line, right?
Yeah. Let me pull it out. So the forwards that were chosen were Celebrini, Cirelli, Sidney Crosby, Brandon Hagel, Bo Horvat, who just got injured. So hopefully he's playing. Nathan McKinnon, Brad Marchand, Mitch Marner, Connor McDavid, Braden Point, Sam Reinhart, Mark Stone, Nick Suzuki, Tom Wilson. That's your forward line.
So any surprises in there? For you?
Listen. So I'm gonna flat out say that I'm like. Actually, you know what? What am I doing? We'll talk about the. Actually, let's
talk about the players that are taking first. Any question marks in there?
Cirelli.
So that was my big one.
What is Cirelli like? Okay. My thing is like what pisses me off is that Mark Schiefele is better than Cirelli in every aspect of the game. There is not a single thing, including defensively or PK or not. There is not a single thing that Cirelli could do better than Mark Schiefele. I'm gonna die on that sword.
Well, is the coach is Cooper, right?
Yeah, that's why he chose his guy.
That's what I was gonna say. He chose his
guy. But even Schiefele came out and he said that I don't think that I could have done anything better to make this team. Like there is no way Cirelli is better at anything. That he hasn't had. He hasn't been a guy that like we could maybe talk about one of the best two ways. Not really. I was expecting that from him, but I don't still see it yet. I don't think he's one of the best yet. Mm-hmm. So what is he there to kill penalties? Play on the fourth line? Mark Schiefele could do that. He could play every situation. He could be a Jonathan Taves. Mm-hmm. So in what way you're saying that, okay, this guy deserves it more than him? It has to do with the coaching. That's it. They literally chose their guy.
Your guy, yeah.
So
what about Hagel?
Hagel's another guy. I mean,
so those were the two big question
Hagel's another
marks.
guy. I think he chose his guy there. But I mean, listen, Seth Jarvis is out. Like we'll talk about the snub list, but we'll just talk about these two guys. But I think these two guys, yeah. I think you can make a case. There's plenty of other guys that deserve to be there. I think Suzuki's the right pick. I wanted him there. That's good. Bo Horvat, he was more like underrated guy coming into the list, but I'm not complaining about him because he could do everything that Cirelli could do. Bo Horvat could win faceoffs. He could play the fourth line. He could play offensively. He's a great playmaker. He'll kill penalties, block shots. He'll do everything that Cirelli could do. So why are you bringing two of these guys? Mm-hmm. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're going to go make Cirelli sit as an extra, then why are you making him sit as an extra? Why don't you bring somebody who's a little more offensive? Like, he just... It's not lining up to me.
No, that's what I was going to say, too. Like, the two biggest question marks were Cirelli and Hagel, and I think the only reason he brought him was because...
Tom Wilson's in the lineup. Not the... Like, I understand why they brought him. I just don't think they needed it.
I think they do. I think.
I mean-
Well, imagine like you go. Well, he's a player. He can play against. He
No,
can
he
play
could.
against the
He's
top.
and honestly, he's been playing great. So I think he does deserve it.
Yep.
Man, I just think that they had a lot of man. Bedard is sitting out. Bedard is sitting out, bro.
So the craziest thing was they came out and said, "Yeah, we're not taking him, not because he's injured." And they said the injury didn't have
Yeah.
anything to play into that, which was kind of shocking. And it's like we need guys with character, and we're building a team.
What
Yeah.
character? What
Yeah.
you want to match against Americans right now? With Americans shot themselves in the foot
Which
too.
is-
So what are you gonna? What you want to match up against Brady and Matthew?
Mhm.
Is that what you're doing? But Connor Bedard is a superstar. Is a legit superstar.
Do you think
the
this
fact that
has-
he's sitting out is so ridiculous?
Do you think this has anything with him snubbing Team Canada during the IHF?
Dude, if there's politics involved, that just makes it makes the case even worse. I hope that's not the case, but Bedard deserved it. There's not a single thing I feel like he hasn't done that doesn't deserve it.
It's
over
crazy
anybody.
because you think he'd be the
He's
face.
I
Team
think
Canada.
him and Celebrini automatic lock.
Yeah.
The way they're playing is just unbelievable,
Yeah.
and you need speed in the game.
Yep.
So, I think Bedard over Hagel. That's what I would have done. But I would have brought him over him. I
Okay.
think Bedard is special, man. He's a special player.
So that was my two things. So I'd either go Bedard, Hagel, and then I'd switch out Bennett with Cirelli.
The Bennett, the only thing, as much as I think if you're gonna choose Bennett, I would have chose Seth Jarvis over Bennett.
Okay, even Seth Jarvis
Right.
case.
And it just unfortunately Canada stacked, man. It's a
Mhm.
stacked team. But I just think with Bennett, it's just he was a consummate, but this season hasn't been going great for
Mhm.
him. I mean, it's not just his fault. It's just Florida Panthers, man. They're completely just shattered right now with injuries. But I don't think you could put him in, man. You can't just do it based on the four nations and last year. You got to also kind of look at this year as well, and just the way that Bedard and all these guys are playing. It's just like you can't put in
Ignore it,
Bennett.
yeah.
You can't put in Bennett, man. How are you gonna fit him in? It's hard. If you're taking Tom Wilson, then unfortunately there's no space for another guy with sandpaper. Right?
Well, I was gonna say not even sandpaper. He'll kill penalties.
Yeah,
He'll score.
but I think the team already has they brought in Mark Stone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy I feel like
Could have been on. He's on the border.
I feel like he should not have made it personally. If he is, he should be an extra. Like he is a really good penalty killer. He's actually one of the best two-way players, no doubt.
Mhm.
But I just think that he's maybe a little older. I think there's too many guys that are kind of older on this team,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna be the mistake for Team Canada. Is like that's where you bring in a little more youth, and you have enough guys that could kill penalties. Why are you adding more guys? Like how many more guys need to kill penalties?
I was gonna say, how many penalties are you trying to take?
Yeah, like, what are you trying to do? I don't get it. Like, try to score. Like, you have enough talent. Bedard sitting out. It's frustrating, man. Because when I was looking at the Olympics, when I was visioning it, I saw Bedard scoring the game winner for Team Canada and winning it all.
Mhm.
I knew it was going to be either Celebrini or Bedard, but in my imagination, I thought Bedard would be doing it. Just showing the fact that he's going to be the next one, The fact that he didn't make it, just... I don't even remember the last time I seen a superstar that's been snubbed this bad for Team Canada.
Well, I'm kind of glad he didn't go because I didn't want him to get injured because I have him on my fantasy. So I'm like,
Anyway, man, for me, I looked at that and I was, I don't know, man. I got agitated, man. I got really agitated.
did you see the video Kadri? Where they asked him,
Kadri asked him.
hey,
Yeah.
what do you think? You didn't make Team Canada? He's like, what? That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
People are making arguments that Kadri wouldn't make the B team.
I think he'd make the B
Yeah,
team.
he's making the B team, man. Of course he is. Come on.
Do you think? I was gonna say like hot take. Do you think like teams that like Canada, US should be able to take two teams to the Olympics?
No, you got to take one, man. You can't do that. Imagine if it was like FIFA, you're taking two teams.
Oh,
my God.
man, imagine
It would
like,
be
but,
fun.
That's what I was gonna say. I think.
But then what is the second team playing for?
A B team can possibly like win. Canada's
Bro,
B team.
Tavares is playing on your third line on your B team.
I don't think so. I think.
I was looking at it, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got, you got Bedard on your first line.
Yeah.
And then second line, man, I'm telling you, I don't remember the list, but it was ridiculously deep. So
it's crazy. Like,
yeah, there's forward talent is a lot. It just maybe defensively falls off a little bit, but for defense, you got Drew Doughty, Harley, Makar, Morrissey, Pareko, Sanheim, Theodore, and Taves.
Okay, so
They went with pretty much the exact same guys.
The biggest shocker.
Matthew Schaefer's not there.
So the biggest shocker for me was Doughty. I guess okay, like he's a character guy, but I would have replaced him with Schaefer.
Yeah. So it's
especially because like when are you gonna put him out? He's not gonna play your
or even Sanheim.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, is Jacob Chychrun Canadian or American?
No, he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
He got left off too.
Yeah.
He was one of my.
So I thought he was American originally, but he looks like he's Canadian. I was confused. Maybe he's dual citizen. I'm not sure.
No, I think.
But if he's Canadian, okay, you tell me. What player's playing better than Jacob Chychrun? You got Drew Doughty, you got Harley, Makar, Morrissey, Pareko, Steinheim, Theodore, and Taves. Makar, that's it.
That's it. Yeah,
that's it. There's not another defenseman offensively that could do as much as Jacob Chychrun.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you don't need offense? What the hell is going on in this team?
Well, I guess the thing
how
is,
are you choosing this shit?
Well, the thing is like you see, the first like two lines of Canada, they're gonna be pretty much driving the tournament, right?
Yeah.
And I think them for the rest of the lines and their decor, I think it's just like just don't make any mistakes. I'm glad they took Pareko. I feel like he's super underrated and he's really big.
No, I'm not I'm not questioning that. I think if you're gonna add a secondary guy who is like an offensive tool, they don't have anybody else. Makar is it.
No, so that's one thing too.
Well, Thomas Harley. But Thomas Harley has also been he's a great player. He's been a little quiet this year.
That's what I was just
gonna
say.
I think Jacob Chychrun is making so much noise.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not on this team.
Well, even Schaefer,
like you guys are going. I forgot what year this is reminding me of Team Canada. Is it a Gretzky team that they took? Was it to Japan?
No clue.
It was the Japan. I think it was a '99 team. They took more older guys that year, and then they just got. It was disappointing year. I think it was like the 1999. I'm not trying to remember.
Especially like the way the game's going, like it's so fast. Like you think, and the thing is too, like I think playing Olympic hockey where the ice is so much bigger, taking these guys that are a lot faster, I think it exposes a lot of slower teams.
My thing is, there's not a single thing that Jacob Chychrun could do better to make this team. He's been playing like absolutely amazing.
And it's not even like it's like short.
It's like flawless hockey right
that's
now.
What I was gonna say too.
He's not making any mistakes. So and then you could talk about any of those other guys. What Brendan? You talk about Taves he's in because he plays with Makar and they have chemistry, and he's good defensively. I'm not taking that away, but that's literally the main reason why he's there, right? But then you go look at Sanheim, and then you could look at fine. Theodore's great, but is Theodore better than Jacob Chychrun? Even not even this year, maybe last year. Is he better? I think this is a question. It's debatable. So I don't know, man. I just think Canada made some mistakes. This was a year where I feel like the players are maybe one of the last Olympics. I think they're getting slightly older now. So you gotta find a good balance of the younger players coming in. And I think that they took a little bit of older players and they didn't have a good transition.
Do you think it's just, hey, like I can see with Doughty, like they want to take him just because, like, you know, he's been with the program, probably his last.
Most likely he's going to be an extra.
Yeah, but right? That's what I'm saying, right? Like I don't expect him to play like the key minutes and stuff like that. Yeah, he's going to be playing
with if he does, he's going to be the bottom.
Yes,
bottom
but like,
six,
do you think you take guys like that as just like a respect?
Dude, this is playing for Team Canada. What respect? You're playing for your country. It's not about the individual. It's about the country, right? Matthew Schaefer is. Bro, that guy's throwing crazy numbers, and he's not on the team. So, no, it's not about respect. We have given him respect. But been on 2 Olympic teams. He has won twice, right? And now is the time that because I think he came in an interview too. He's like, oh, you know, like I'll be surprised if I'm not on this team. Why are you surprised? I don't unfortunately, you're getting older. There's some younger players that are playing better than you. Why are you on this team?
Well, maybe it's just like, I don't know. I feel like they just took him just to be that veteran on
and this is the reason why we're gonna lose. I mean, if we're gonna say, I'm not saying we're losing, right? I'm not saying that. I still think we're the best team, but I'm saying these mistakes are gonna be questioned. People are gonna point fingers and say, why did you guys make these decisions? Because it seems like there's more politics going on developing this roster than there is actually looking at the talent. I think everybody's looking at each other like, oh, this guy's my guy, this is this, and then let's choose them. But they didn't choose the best players. Matthew Schaefer, you can't say that Matthew Schaefer, there's nothing that Matthew Schaefer can't do that Drew Doughty. Like, he could do everything better than these guys now because he's younger, he's faster. He was the Drew Doughty Drew Doughty used to be him when he was younger. Now you got the younger version, so let them play. They're better. So I don't know. Big mistakes, man. I think multiple like last rosters they have picked up. I didn't see any mistakes. I felt like there was a good balance of everything. But now I feel like there's just too many players that came out this year, man. They're just too good.
What do you think about goaltending?
The goaltending they went with
Binnington, Kemper, and Thompson.
Yeah, and Blackwood's not in there.
That was a big surprise for me.
So again, like I know Montembeault didn't make it. He didn't deserve it. I think it was just like that had to happen. But listen,
Kemper, like. Okay, Kemper, I get it. Like, he's on a bad team, but he has one of the highest save percentages. I think he's like third highest or something like that in the league right now.
I like Thompson in general.
I think Thompson. He's out of all three goalies, he's having the best season so far.
Binnington's only reason is because of what he has done last year.
That's what I was just gonna say.
So,
and he's been clutch for Canada. I was gonna say this year he's not been having a good year with the Blues.
He's a backup goalie.
Yeah.
He's a backup goalie this year. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's much, like, we're not looking at how they're playing, like, this year and last year. Last year, he was playing much better than this year. But you're seeing that, looking at Binnington for the last 4 years, he has been inconsistent. The only reason why I won't fight that case is because he has just proven himself in big times. But you can't go with Binnington as your starting goaltender right away, can you?
I think that's who they're going to start.
That's messed up, man.
Especially, well, I don't know. Even when we were watching the game at the bar, the Four Nations game, I was like, oh man, like I hate Binnington, like, and then he shut me up. So
yeah, he shut me up too. But I mean, if he's your starting goaltender and he doesn't play well, then you're going with Thompson, right?
So well, here's the thing.
Kemper.
Well, here's the thing, right? Here's what I do. I'd start Thompson.
That's what I would do too.
Start Thompson, because if Thompson doesn't do well, starting, because in the past he's been so inconsistent for Canada too. So I'd start with Thompson. Then if that doesn't work, I'd go to Binnington.
Then go to Binnington and ride it if he plays well.
And ride it if.
But Blackwood, I mean, if you did put Blackwood in, who would you take out?
I like Kemper.
I think I would take out Kemper because
you think you take Kemper?
Because the thing is, like, I totally understand why they bring Binnington, even Binningtoning, because Binnington.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely, because you can't always go with the numbers that you're seeing today. See, this is like kind of going against what I was saying before. But with him, with the goaltending, it's just such an important position. That's the only reason why I can't use the same defense as to defending defensemen and forwards. Goaltending is just a lonely position. So if he has shown it time and time and again, I think maybe you have to give him a little bit of a rope, right? That's the only reason why I'll keep him in. Blackwood, but you also got to take two goalies just in case Binnington doesn't play good. Two hot goalies are playing well right now, and I thought Blackwood was one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's why I wouldn't take Kemper. I would take him, and I would take Thompson.
Okay, so I'm the opposite. I would have taken Kemper, Thompson, and I would have actually taken Binnington out.
So the situation there is like taking the politics or anything aside, but like you're saying, you're starting Thompson, right?
I'd start Thompson.
So you're starting Thompson,
and my backup would be either. I'd take
Blackwood.
Blackwood, yeah.
But they haven't played. But you're saying Thompson hasn't played well for Canada. So what if it doesn't work out? And now you're struggling to find the goalie. At least with Binnington, is like if you start Thompson and he doesn't play well, okay, there's a goalie that has played well for us. We could give him a little bit more rope. So I think that's more of like their safety net they're bringing in.
Well, so that's a weird thing for me too, right? Because it's like he's not having a good season right now, and you're gonna take him to the Olympics, and I'm like, okay, sure, like he's clutch in clutch moments, but
risky, man.
It's
really risky move. But that's why you have three goalies, so at least you got like some guys that could.
So that's why I was saying.
You only need one goalie.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd Kemper for sure, just because he's been pretty decent on a team that's not doing well, and he's been, I think, really consistent over the last couple of years. Same thing with Thompson.
I think he's been consistent. I think he's been more consistent personally,
mm-hmm.
but I was only going to take Blackwood in as my third goalie because he's hot right now. No. So you got to take a hot goalie that's right now too, because you got to take three different scenarios. Sometimes the goalie in the past doesn't work out, and then you got to go with the goalie that's going hot right now. And if he doesn't play well, then at least you have the goalie that's been most consistent over the years. So at least you have like three scenarios covered. Well, that's only my only vision.
Even with like Blackwood too, a lot of criticism he's going to get from a lot of people
is Colorado.
He's playing for Colorado, right? You're playing for the best team.
But there has been other goalies that played for Colorado that haven't been playing that well either. And
Mhm.
Blackwood's actually solidified. Him and Wedgwood have solidified that.
Well, it's crazy
goaltending.
because you're looking at statistics and they're the 2 best goalies
Yeah.
in the league, right?
Yeah. I mean, the team is just nuts.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's enough about the team. Let's look
no. So we talked about the Olympic roster. So what we'll do is, I mean, we already touched on certain players. So I was thinking we'll do this interesting thing where I'll give you the snubs list. I'll give you the top snub players for Canada, and you are gonna fight their case and saying why they should. You want to do the other way, or you want to?
We'll
Okay,
see.
sure. You said I'm gonna say the guy's name. You're gonna fight as the prosecutor,
Okay.
and you're gonna say why he deserves it, and you could make your case, and I'm gonna be the other guy that's
You're
gonna
the
be.
defense attorney.
I'm gonna be completely defensive attorney. I'm like, he doesn't deserve it,
Okay.
even though I may not believe that. I'm gonna fight my best to
Okay.
argue with you, and then we'll let the people decide.
Sure.
All right.
Pretty
All right.
crazy, man. That's why I think Canada needs like a B team there.
I know. All right. First guy, Connor Bedard.
Why he should be there?
Yes.
Look at the points. Look at what he's done on a really, like, he's not playing with anyone either. He's gonna go there, play with the best players in the world, and on top of it, the only thing that I could see that doesn't make his case is he's coming off an injury. That's the only thing. But it's not like he's already skating, so it's like he's back on the ice. So I think by February he'll be back, and he should be back. That's the only thing I think they could say about him.
I think for Team Canada, we have too much speed right now. I think Bedard should not make the team.
That's the funniest thing I've heard, because it's crazy. Because the thing is, I think international hockey needs speed because you're playing on a bigger surface, and
Yeah.
I think players that are faster, you can exploit it a lot more
Listen,
than in a smaller rink.
As Bissonnette said, we need more Tom Wilsons on this team. We need more sandpaper. And I feel like Bedard doesn't bring that. I think we have enough guys with a talent like Celebrini. I think Bedard was the guy who's sitting out. It was either going to be Celebrini or Bedard, and we took Celebrini. So that's the defense's case.
That's it.
And that's the reason why he didn't make the team.
No, I don't know. It's good. This is like the biggest shock.
It is a big shock. It is definitely a big shock.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Because like he's not. Who on the team's there for sandpaper? Like, you have other guys there for sandpaper, right?
Yeah.
So you brought Tom Wilson for that. Like, I'm like, okay, you could have brought Bennett too, but
No,
yeah.
let's not talk about that. But you stick to your
All
player.
right, let's stick to my
the
point. I'm like,
all right?
you already have a sandpaper guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be your scorer. He's
But
the
listen,
future. He's the future of Team
But
Canada.
I think with the situation, Hagel is the better player for Team Canada. I think John Cooper trusts him, and he will play him in the situation because he has played with him for years now. So I think with Bedard, they may see that he could be a little more inconsistent, maybe more work because he hasn't really been around these guys. So I think it's just best to take the players that are more safe.
What
for the
about
coach.
okay? Let's look at Bedard's international hockey experience too. He
Okay.
won the World Juniors with
Yes.
Team Canada.
Yes.
So why not? And he had probably one of the best World Junior tournaments of any Canadian.
He didn't win it with John Cooper, unfortunately. That's
the only thing against him, eh?
All right, let's move on. Next guy, Mark Schiefele.
I don't know. Schiefele, you do.
I think I made my case for Schiefele, so I will take that 4. And I've argued with this. He does everything better than Cirelli. Everything. He's a better player in all-round 200-foot hockey. He's better defensively, better offensively.
Mm-hmm.
He could win face-offs. He could block shots. He could play that Jonathan Toews fourth-line role better than Cirelli. I think Cirelli's a guy that's going to be an extra. Mark Schiefele, I think, could play wing. He could play center. He could do everything.
My criticism, or so I guess I'm the
Yeah,
prosecutor.
yeah.
So yeah, he plays in Winnipeg. That's it. That's the only reason we're not taking him. That's it. He plays in Winnipeg.
Yeah, he's just too cold. We don't have a plane to pick him up.
That's
and
it.
That's it.
We couldn't pick him up.
We couldn't pick him up. There's too many players on the way, and we're like, Winnipeg's 2 out of the way.
Yeah, it's 2 out of the way.
Okay, next player, Wyatt Johnson.
Wyatt Johnson. Oh, jeez. I don't know. To me, like he's on the cusp. Like I honestly didn't see him make the team.
Oh, are you for or against?
No,
I don't know.
I'll do against this one.
Are you being against?
Yeah.
Man, this kid has been so underrated. He's been hiding behind all the top players in Dallas. I think the way he's...
Isn't that a criticism?
No, it's not, man. This guy's so underrated. He is so underrated. He's so explosive. He scores such key goals. I feel like there are a lot of guys on this team. Like, you could talk about like Mark Stone or anything. I definitely think you need more guys that could play more situation. Who could generate their own goal scoring. I think Wyatt Johnson could do that.
How much goal scoring do you need for Team Canada? You already got McDavid. He's not going to be on the top line. He's not going to be on the second line. Maybe on the
worth a third line. I see Wyatt Johnson on that third line. Him playing with maybe a guy like Suzuki. Man, I think they're gonna find so much chemistry. I think that line will, like, when you have a third line that could score like that, you could go try to shut down. Like it has happened last year in the Four Nations where they try to shut down. They were moving McKinnon around. They tried to play him with Crosby. Then they tried to move him with Connor McDavid. And it wasn't really working out.
What's the third line looking like right now? Because you figure first line.
Well, I'm guessing first line, like hypothetically, how they're gonna be thinking is they're gonna have Bedard. Sorry, not Bedard. I think they're gonna have Celebrini. Sorry, second line. I think Celebrini is gonna play with Crosby and McKinnon. I think that's what's gonna happen.
First line. McDavid's
is gonna be Reinhart and Marner. Yep. I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have third line. I think they're gonna have Suzuki.
No, that's what I was saying. Like you're saying Wyatt Johnson, but I'm like, where does he fit in to the team, right? Like the only because your fourth line is gonna be your checking line, so he's not gonna play on that line.
Well, sorry, Marchand. I think maybe Marchand's gonna play on the line with Crosby because I think they like them together.
Then where does Marner play?
Braden Point. I think Braden Point's gonna center the third line. They're gonna have, I think they're gonna have Suzuki with him, and maybe they're gonna have Stone. And then the fourth line, I think they're gonna run Tom Wilson. They'll have
Hagel,
Bo Horvat, and Hagel.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're gonna end up doing. So I just think Wyatt Johnson, man, that guy's. I really like Wyatt Johnson. If I think he was gonna make it, I think it was gonna be hard. I just think it's just because his name's not talked about. He's so underrated. He's such an underrated player. But I think they're just guys like Rope Hintz and everything. They just kind of overshadow him. But man, if he was on any other team, number one center, he's taking over. It's just Dallas is just that stacked, and he's on a really good contract.
Plays too far from Canada.
That's it. So that's your reason why he can't make Canada. He's snubbed. He's like, you know what? Dallas too far.
He's not ready for the cold. He plays in Texas.
All right. This one you're gonna like. John Tavares. Make your case.
Oh, John Tavares?
Yeah.
He's the captain of the Leafs.
The real captain of the Leafs.
Always.
Okay.
He's having a great year. Like, and he's so consistent.
Yeah.
And just the leadership, his presence, I think like it would be good for the team.
Okay.
But then like
I think he's too old. I think he's with Mark Stone. They should both be out. I like the way that he cycles the puck and everything. He slows the game down. But unfortunately, we don't need to slow the game down right now. We need a little more speed on this team. On this team. And I think John Tavares, unfortunately, I think he just passed his prime to make this team.
Well, my for him is I think on Team Canada, no one's gonna outwork him. Other than like your Crosby.
Yeah. No,
he's such a hard worker. He'll get in the dirty areas.
I agree with that.
And like two-way, I think he's one of the best two-way players. He's one of the best face-off guys I think Team Canada has. And he's great veteran presence. I think
Bo Horvat does everything that John Tavares does.
Better.
That's my argument with you. Is that I think Bo Horvat will do everything that John Tavares does.
He was one of the guys on the cusp. For me.
So I just think that because it took Bo Horvat, I think it crosses off a lot of those kind of players. And I think if he stays healthy, I think because Bo Horvat is also not a sexy, like he's not a sexy name for everybody, but. Man, if you watch him play, I mean, Canucks fans know this, Islanders fans know this. He is so freaking good, man. He does all the small things, and I just think that he's just faster.
Well, even for me, Tavares, like so. one thing I like about Tavares is he answers for Canada anytime. Doesn't matter like if it's a small tournament, big tournament, and I think
I agreed.
So like I think we're not going there for respect.
But it's not for respect. But I just think that now it's like he had that window. The window's gone now. I think it's just time to move on.
But even it's nuts. Like
I know that's just how competitive Team Canada is. Unfortunately, he can't make it, and it looks like Pittsburgh just scored. Raquel just scored. 3-1. 3-1 Pittsburgh. I'll give you a random. I'm gonna give you a last guy. And it's gonna be somebody completely different, and you make because we have talked about Chychrun, we talked about a lot of these players, and I'll throw a guy out is Noah Dobson.
I was gonna say hi. Let's talk. We'll talk about Noah Dobson first.
Yeah.
Say
your guy first.
Oh well, I was gonna say Hyman. So Hyman was like one of the.
You're saying Hyman? Oh,
that was like my mail-in ballot. Like you have an all-star voting. Mail-in. So one argument for Hyman is Chris Kunitz, Pittsburgh. Okay. they took Chris Kunitz for Crosby. Why aren't you taking Hyman
You know why?
for
I'll answer your question.
why?
When they took Kunitz I think had 42 goals that year.
Yeah.
And when they took Hyman last time, Hyman had, I think he had close to 50 goals. Hyman can't do that anymore.
I don't
So
know. I think
you can't just take him because he's his counterpart. You have to take him if he's at least scoring the goals. Unfortunately, Hyman hasn't been healthy either in the last 2 years.
with the season he's had after coming back, like he's playing a lot better.
You know, he is playing a lot
And-
better, but it just there's just too many
think-
guys. That,
Well, I think
you know.
he's your best in front of the net guy that Team Canada has.
I mean,
Who else are you gonna park in front of the net?
Marchand.
I don't know. I
If
think
I'm
he's
not
too
having
small.
Marchand, now I'm putting Tom Wilson now.
But Tom Wilson's gonna play on your first line. He's
No.
gonna be a top 6.
Okay, if you're telling me you're gonna take Zach Hyman on your first line,
So not first line. He's gonna play on the same line as McDavid. That's
first
that's
line.
that's no McDavid's
McDavid's
not
gonna play on your first line.
So okay, I'm opposite. I thought it's gonna be McKinnon,
No, that's the second
Celebrini.
line.
So that's second
Second
line.
line.
Okay.
First line is gonna be with him, Reinhardt, and
It's so crazy the
It's
amount
all
of
stacked.
talent on this team, right?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, that's why I'd say.
I just think you can't justify it, man. There's just too many guys who do it better than him.
I don't know.
I
I think what he brings just in front of the net, that's my argument to take him. What he brings in front of the net, his chemistry with McDavid, I think that's enough of a reason.
Yeah, but they played in the Four Nations now. I think they have found enough players. I think Marner is going to find that. I think Marner will set up McDavid. And
'Cause-
McDavid, to be honest, I'll be honest, McDavid could make anybody look better.
Well,
And I just think that with a guy like Reinhardt or McKinnon or Marner, he's gonna figure it out. They have enough time in the tournament to find some chemistry. They have more time now than the Four Nations did. They'll have a couple of games to figure it out. I think Hyman, he hasn't done enough, man, in the last 2 years. There's all the players that we list. I could list you like 20 other players that deserve it way more than Hyman.
that
does.
was like my mail-in.
That was your mail in.
Yeah.
So Noah Dobson now. So I'll make the case for Noah Dobson. I just think now, because he's hiding behind Lane Hudson now, but just the way he was playing for the Islanders, he plays every situational. He's younger, he's faster. I think there's a lot of guys I think he plays better than Sanheim. I don't know what Sanheim's still doing there. I just think that Dobson could play big minutes. He could maybe play 15 minutes, doesn't matter. I just think he'll play every situational. He was a really good pick if they chose him. So that's my thing. Coming out of Montreal, would have represented just like Nick Suzuki, but I just think that he's been playing well, so that's my thing.
So my reason why you don't take him,
Mm-hmm.
light a fire under his ass so he makes it the next tournament. So he's just like, why did you, they didn't take me that time, so
Yeah,
next time they take him, he's gonna.
but there's
Well-
Jacob Chychrun didn't get chosen either, man. There's a lot of fires being
That-
lit up on
that's
people's
what I was gonna
asses,
say.
which makes no sense.
Yeah, I
Uh,
felt like with this team they didn't take who's hot, they just took what's tried and proven.
Yeah, but you gotta
And
take
they-
somebody who's high.
Well, and the thing is, I guess they didn't want to like this is the safest team Canada, like you know what I mean?
I don't think this is a safe team. I actually don't think that.
Oh, really?
I
I'm
don't-
the opposite.
how is Sanheim safe? Just because of the Four Nations? Is that the only reason you have for
That's what I'm
Sanheim?
saying.
How's that safe?
That's it.
So you're telling me this. If we get kicked out in the quarterfinals,
But-
right, what do you think is gonna happen? That we played it too safe? That
But-
we didn't take our best players?
No, well, here's the thing, right? Like the way I see it is like Sana, he's not playing your key moments. Like,
you don't need Noah Dobson to play your key minutes either. He just plays better.
Mhm.
You could make him play as a sixth defenseman, and I think he'll play better than Sanheim. I'm just saying, like if you're down by a goal, and that
You need
means
to
all
score.
your defensemen.
But then
need
if
to
you're down,
produce.
that's what I'm saying.
If
If
you're
you're
up
down
by a goal or you're down by a goal, Noah Dobson's better.
But if you're well, the thing is, if you're down by a goal, like he's not gonna be on the ice, right? Playing
Who's
those
not gonna
minutes.
be? Who's not gonna be in?
Dobson.
Why not? But he can play.
No, I'm saying
I'm
he
saying
can't.
he won't be. But at least you got the options. You're not gonna put Sanheim in.
No,
I don't
that's
think
what,
so.
no, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe they didn't take him for that reason, but like I think even strength, like Sanheim, I think he won't make mistakes. Whereas Noah Dobson, he'll probably take a couple more chances that might lead to.
I don't. But he's not. But he's not even a guy that. Like he isn't a guy. He's not like Bouchard. He's not Evan Bouchard. We're not taking Evan Bouchard. I completely understand. And to be honest, he doesn't deserve it at all. He makes too many bonehead mistakes. But Noah Dobson is not that kind of player. If you tell him what his role is, he's gonna stick to that role, and he will not make mistakes.
Sure, you won't get excited and
Manveer, he ain't you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just to wrap everything up, I think that they just went with guys. I think they played it too safe, and that's gonna hurt us. Guys like Jacob Chychrun, we were talking about guys like Bedard, Matthew Schaefer, even Blackwood. You want to say there's a lot of guys are being absolutely on fire, and they will be on fire. They'll continue playing like this for years and years, and we messed up. We're gonna look back at this and we're like, why did we make these mistakes?
So they gotta change politics so you can take 2 teams.
Anyways, enough about Team Canada. That was already crazy enough. And then the Team USA roster came up, which was, Armand pretty much said a bunch of these players that were coming in. But now that you're seeing certain players sitting out, you're just like scratching your head. So here, I'll pull out the list.
I kind of want to, I didn't really look too much at the USA roster as much. So I'm like, this will be kind of like a shocker. This will get my true reaction.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear.
So you've looked at it. What do you think?
See, the thing is, I got to remember because the list is long, but I'll give you a couple of guys. I just want to go over the names. Okay, here it is.
There's a lot of time still from now till Olympics, so it could change, if someone gets injured or something like that too, right?
No, it is, but it's like you got to look at the preliminary thinking. Like, how is the committee thinking of how they want to construct their team?
Mm-hmm.
So just the players they're choosing, it kind of gives you an insight of what are they thinking and what are they choosing experience over speed? Are they choosing in goal scoring over defensive mindset? Like when you're looking at how they're constructing your team, their team, you have an idea of what their philosophy is.
So what do you the way who gets to pick the team? Is it John Cooper's team or is it GM's team?
No, it's the committee. So you got there's multiple GMs. You got the assistant GMs, you got the coaching and the entire coaching staff. They all sit there. You got Hockey Canada. They have their own, they have a bunch of people that sit in a room and then they kind of vote. They're like, this is the guy I'm backing up and I'm backing up this guy. And then they choose and they all make their points. Like we're sitting here with mics. That's pretty much what they do. They just sit in a room and then they decide and then they cross people out. Sometimes certain coaches or certain GMs have players that play for their team and they love them and they make their points, but then they get outvoted and they're like, all right, I tried my best and I couldn't. That's why when Martin St. Louis didn't get chosen for Team Canada and Stevie Yzerman was a GM, Martin St. Louis was pissed and he's like, I want to get traded. And he went to the Rangers. That was the reason why he left. He got pissed. He's like, I did everything, and the fact that you couldn't back me up, because I don't think Stevie Y actually really backed him up. All right, so here's the list. Here's a roster: Matt Boldy, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Jake Gensel, Jack Hughes, Clayton Keller, Larkin, Austin Matthews, JT Miller, Brock Nelson, Tage Thompson, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, Vincent Trocheck. Defense: Faber, Noah Hannafin, Quinn Hughes, Seth Jones, McAvoy, Sanderson, Slavin, Werenski. So no Fox. Goalies: Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman. So I will tell you the guys. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, just looking at the list, what do you think?
The biggest shock was you didn't say Fox.
Bro, there's no Jason Robertson either.
Did Jason Robertson either?
Yeah. And no Cole Caufield either.
Yeah.
So
those are the two biggest ones for me are Jason Robertson. And then,
so my issue with their team is if you're taking Brock Nelson, who's been playing really well, right?
Oh,
sure. I'm just saying. I'm right now. I'm putting myself as in okay. I'm looking at Brock Nelson. Maybe not. It's not like Cirelli. I'm looking more of Vincent Trocheck as Cirelli right now. Even though he's been playing decent, but then if you're taking Brock Nelson, why are you taking Vincent Trocheck?
Well, if you're
and then why are you taking JT Miller? I don't how many of these players you need. So,
I don't know. When I see Brock Nelson, he's gonna be your third line center, I guess, right?
I guess Brock Nelson is gonna be the guy looking. He's gonna be out looking in. I'm guessing.
I think so because he's not good on faceoffs either.
Yeah, I think they're just bringing in extra center just in case they're gonna make Tage Thompson play wing, fourth line wing.
Here's the thing too, right? Even with Team Canada, you take more centers because you can always put a center on a wing. You can't take a winger and put him as a center, right?
This team is really slow.
That's why.
You got. Listen, I'll give you. Boldy is fast. Kyle Connor has speed, right? And Jack Eichel, decent speed. He's good. He's good. I'm not talking about Jay Gensel has speed, but then you got the Tkachuks. They're not fast. And to be honest, if you want to really construct a team, I wouldn't have them in my top 6. I would try to have them in my third line as a really
a checking line,
checking energy line. They can score goals.
Yep.
You want that there. But then, you got guys like JT Miller. Like, he has decent speed. But then I'm just saying, like, looking at Vincent Trocheck, I just think that if you added guys like Caufield, because Caufield and Robertson, they bring so much speed. They open the game up. I get it that ice isn't as big as it's supposed to be. But if you couldn't bring both of them, at least you should have brought one of them. Caufield has the best shot on this entire roster.
How big is the?
It's like slightly smaller than the NHL range.
Oh, is it smaller?
I think it's slightly smaller.
Oh, geez. Then I've been talking this entire time about.
I think it's slightly, but it's not by much. It's like very slight.
Oh, that's gonna make things weird. Then you'd probably want guys that can kind of check. So
yeah,
even bigger reason to bring
even the rules like are kind of slightly different. It's not gonna be like the NHL officiating. It's gonna
no,
be
I know it's
right?
international rules and stuff like that, but that's so weird.
Well, they messed up, right? Remember that?
How do you mess this up?
Anyways, that's a different conversation. So I'll give you the snub. So what we did was we looked at this list, right?
Yeah.
We kind of give a rough idea. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna play lawyer.
Yeah.
Right? Prosecutor, defense, and I'll give you the snubs list.
All right, let's start with Robertson.
So Jason Robertson on the snubs. You wanna make a defense for him?
Well, if you want to start with defense, I'll do the.
Listen, Jason Robertson is the highest scoring American right now in the NHL. There's not a single player that has more points than this guy as an American. How the hell is he not on your team?
I'll tell you one reason.
Sure.
Defense. He's not gonna come back. He's gonna get caught watching the puck, and he's a defensive liability. I
think they have too many guys that could play 200-foot hockey, and they don't have enough.
Scoring?
When they're going to be down, when this team is going to be down by 2, or they're gassing out or trying to go to OT, if they want to go play OT finals with Canada, I'm telling you, they're going to be gassed out.
Mm-hmm.
This team will not be able to they will not be able to catch up. This is not the Four Nations. This is totally different. I think this team just got slightly worse than the Four Nations. Like, this is with Team Canada, they almost took the same team, and I think that they could have improved. With Team USA, they left a lot of talent back home. I think they really messed up. Like, they really messed up. And I think Jason Robertson is one of those reasons. When you have the high scoring guy, he's a sniper, and you don't have enough of them. I think the only snipers maybe you could say is Boldy, and you could say Jake Gensel. Jack Hughes, sure, you could use him as on wing, but unfortunately, they have to play him center. They don't have their
center depth is not
that great. That's why they're taking guys like Vincent Trocheck. Good players, but should they be there? I think it's because of Drury, their general manager. He's part of the committee. I think he took his guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they took 2 Rangers guys, and I personally think that neither one of them deserved it. I think another politic move.
Well, it's weird because he leaves Fox out.
That's the guy who should have been there.
Yeah.
Fox should have been there. Fox is one of the best defensemen in the league, and he's not there.
Which is so weird because he took his 2 Rangers guys, but then leaves Fox out.
Yeah. So, anyways, so your point. What was your point?
It's just my biggest thing
that he doesn't go back. He doesn't play defense.
That's what
and I'm saying that they don't have enough goal scorers, and I think that's the reason why they should have brought him.
That's what I was gonna say. You need goals to win games.
You need to score goals.
Yeah.
Jake Gensel was your best goal scorer in the Four Nations, and now you're gonna rely on him again. Him, Boldy, Jack Hughes, and honestly, like Austin Matthews is from Toronto. He's gonna have to play. Like, unfortunately, he has to play in the top lines. But he doesn't deserve to be on the top line. He should be playing on the bottom. So technically, Austin Matthews is going to be doing the same thing as Vincent Trocheck is. So why are you taking multiple guys who are liabilities?
Is Geeky American or?
No, he's Canadian.
Oh, geez, that's another guy that's like...
Fire. But see, I didn't say his name because his span was a little shorter, right? You could say from January. And I think he's more of a trigger man. Give him the puck, he snap it in. I think there's a lot of guys like that for Team Canada. But for Jason Robertson, I think... my case with him is that he's the highest scoring goal scorer right now for the Americans. Oh, I think points. You cannot leave that at home. With the Americans, you guys don't have that much. Like, you need more goal scoring. With Canada, sure, they could make their balance it out however they want. They'll find goal scoring, but you guys don't.
They're just gonna go beat everyone up. I think that's the team that they took. Just a bunch of guys. I'll just check.
I think the Americans. I feel like they already lost before he began. I think this is gonna really shoot them. Second guy, Cole Caufield. So. You want to make a point for Cole Caufield or?
Well, Cole Caufield, one of the hottest players now.
Bro, he has the best shot.
Yeah.
He has the best shot. You can't cover this guy, especially on the power play. I'm putting Caufield on Caufield didn't even just get snubbed. I would put him on my first line for the Americans my first power play. You guys took out 2 weapons. That's insane. Like, you guys went so political, and that's the reason why you guys are not going to win the Olympics. So, I made a case why the Canadians gonna make it, are gonna win it, and why they're not gonna win it. And the Americans is that you guys the way you guys are gonna win it is you guys are trying to play responsible hockey and not trying to make mistakes and make it. You guys are gonna try to play really boring, slow hockey where you guys are gonna shut everybody down, have low scoring games and win it. But your downside is that you guys don't have enough goal scorers now that could completely just change it.
I
don't think you guys have that on the wing.
Well, with them, I think they're just trying to win just 2-1 games or 3-2 or they're gonna win. I think they're gonna be in a lot of low scoring games.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And they're hoping
the thing is, even if you brought Caufield or Robertson as your extra, at least you have that weapon that you feel like, all right, we tried our players out for 2-3 games and we're missing that goal scorer. Mm-hmm. Insert him in. Boom, you're in. So Tage Thompson, big guy, playing wing.
And
it's playing okay. I guess you guys are trying to take up more space, but you're already having other players. You got Tage Thompson is just like Austin Matthews, just like Vincent Trocheck. You could say G Team. There's a lot of players that are very similar that you got put in, but you guys didn't bring in other parts, other type of players. And I think Robertson, Caufield, man, he's honestly, Montreal has such a special thing in him, and the fact that the Americans could even see that. And Robertson is showing it by the numbers. And the fact that you guys didn't even take him, which is another stupid thing. And if, whatever, man. I'm just...
No, those are
the third guy. I mean, if you want to talk about goal scorers, Debrinkat. They didn't take Debrinkat either.
Yeah, which is nuts.
And
he scored today.
He's on the top 3, bro. Top 3 most Americans. You guys take him. They didn't take the top 5. Most points for Americans, they didn't take any of them. Right? Didn't take Debrinkat either. Okay,
I think it was something crazy. They took 2 out of 10 or something like that.
All right, fine. You want to talk about, let's just forget about maybe people are thinking all the guys you're naming, they're the same type of player. They're a little more one-dimensional for Americans. They can't play both ends of the ice and whatever. Okay. So why don't you make a case for Matthew Knies then?
That's another one, which is nuts.
He could drive to the net. He's crazy good in front of the net. He's so physical and he's fast for his speed. He has chemistry with Austin Matthews. So what happened? So make your case now for. Actually, I'll make my case. I already made the case.
Yeah, you made the case.
But that's my pretty much my case.
I think it's just the reason why it's just experience. He hasn't played for USA on a big stage. I don't think he's ready to make that next step. Yeah, I think he's still too young. It's his second year in the NHL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the reason why he didn't take him. It's just an experience factor. I think he needs a little bit more time to develop and stuff like that. And he's playing really well this year.
Yeah.
I think he's having a far better season than Matthews.
Yeah.
With the Leafs, but I think that's the biggest reason why they didn't take him, just experience.
I think we made enough cases for certain players that we have said, but I think the Americans, I don't know, man. I think
who's your mail-in?
I'm the most surprised I am is Adam Fox. I thought with the other guys, I'm like, all right, these guys really haven't played for the team. All right, I kind of see it. With Adam Fox, how did you guys mess up? How did you guys drop the ball? That's a tough one. The fact that the general manager, Rangers have enough influence in that room, and the fact that you guys are gonna take your defenseman. Oh man, I hope it's not awkwardness in that locker room.
Do you think they know something? Maybe he has a lingering injury or something?
No, they took Noah Hannafin over him. Noah Hannafin over Adam Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, they took the size. They took Seth Jones over him. Seth Jones.
No, Seth Jones. He's been clutch from, right?
I don't know. I mean, I like Seth Jones, but I think Adam Fox just. I guess they think that they have enough goal scoring coming from the back end. That's why they didn't take Adam Fox.
It's weird because I don't see
the philosophy of how they're building this team is very.
Well, I think
because I think if they brought enough of their best talent to the Olympics, you could definitely compete with the Canadians.
I don't know the way I
see
it.
You can go bar for bar.
Well, the way I see it is the way they want to play. It's gonna be very sandpaper.
But this kind of reminds me of how they were playing with the Mike Modano teams doing everything. It's just. They're taking, I think they're overthinking. I think they overthought all this. They had the best players, could have lined it up that way. And every line, they could have had a very fast sniper on all 4 lines as a winger. And you could have a sandpaper guy because they have enough of them on the other wing. and then you could just slot whoever you want in the middle, and then every line is identical. Every line could hit, every line could score, and they could just ran it that way. But now they just brought a bunch of guys that, yeah, they're defensively good, but they're almost the same type of player.
Everyone's the same, yeah.
I haven't looked at the Sweden team. I think we'll talk about it next week. But I don't know, man. I'm not really high on the Americans. I think with the four nations I was like, man, the Americans could take it. They were so stacked. But now I'm just looking at it, I'm like,
What do you think? I think goaltending wise, they have the best goalies.
Yeah. The goalies, I'm not arguing. That's why I didn't even talk about it.
The only country that has like comparable, I think, to them is Sweden.
Finland has good goaltending too.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I was just thinking Wallstedt and Gustafsson, right?
Yeah,
there's your 1-2, and
exactly.
And they're playing really good this year too. So
Yeah.
maybe not Gustafsson, but Wallstedt's playing lights out.
Yeah.
So, but Ottinger, Hellebuck, and then who's their last goalie?
Swayman.
So
They got their goaltending is amazing. As I said last time, I think I personally would start Ottinger.
That's what I was gonna say.
I wouldn't start Hellebuck. I think
he's not having a good year this year.
Yeah, I think I think even last year too, when they started Hellebuck, I just thought he looked a little shaky, even starting the tournament. And I think they should have switched over.
Mhm.
I think they could have won it all if they did. Would have changed everything. But anyways, let's wrap this up. One last thing I want to talk about. I saw something a little funny on Twitter, and they're taking like random Russian hockey players and they're just adding mustaches, right?
Oh, and then putting him in.
And then they're just putting him in a team. They're like, oh, he's like infiltrating Team Canada or Team USA, and they'll just throw in. So out of all the because the Russians are not going to be part of the Olympics.
Yep.
So if you had to, if a Russian player wanted to go undercover as a KGB agent for one of the teams, who do you think will blend in the best?
Well, there's already one right now.
Who is that?
Barkov. Because his parents are both from Russia, but I guess he was born in Finland and he plays for Finland, right? So maybe he foresaw all this happening. He's like, oh, I won't get a chance to play in the Olympics. He's like, his parents are like, they foreshadow. They're like, yeah, maybe he wanted to play for Russia, and they're like, no, play for Finland. So probably foreshadowed all this.
Oh man, for me it was I was laughing so hard. I saw Kaprizov, and they gave like these huge handlebars on Kaprizov, and he's trying to look American.
No, that would be funny.
Put a cowboy hat and everything on. He's trying to join the Americans. So I think I looked at that. I'm like, I can see Kaprizov as long as he doesn't start trying to speak like fluent English. He just says a howdy.
Oh, that's
his hat on and he has a cowboy shoe, boots on and everything. I just think he'll be a perfect KGB agent to get into the American team.
Well, it's funny, man. Like, it's so sad too. Like all these players. Imagine if there was a Russian team.
We talked about this, man. The Russians would have looked really nice. I think this would have been a year. I think if Russia was in the Olympics, man, I never say it, but I think this year they would have won it. I think they had a really good team.
And all their players are hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think, like, winger-wise, Americans are really, like, if they had their best players, they would have been the best wingers. But I'm sorry, man. But the Russians have the best wingers. When you got Demidov on your third line.
Yeah.
Shevchnikov on your fourth line. And you got Ovechkin on your third line.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's any team that could compete with that. They have grit. They got goal scoring. They have everything. Center. The only thing is with center.
And defensemen.
But their defense is actually better than previous years. It's not as bad.
Goaltending. They'd have
goaltending, superb goaltending.
Yeah.
Vasilevsky, Chychrun, they got
Bobrovsky.
and they got who was the fourth? Bobrovsky was sitting out for me. Who was my fourth goalie? I was snubbing Bob. I don't even remember. I don't even remember, man, because their goaltending was so stacked. But man, I think Russians this Olympics, I think Malkin and Ovechkin could have won it. Before this, like the teams were chosen, and we're like hypothetically choosing the Russian team. I was like, yeah, down the middle is bad, but Malkin's been on fire. They got like, certain guys, but like just looking at how it is and the firepower that the Russians have, I think this would have been the perfect year. I think there's weaknesses with all the teams, and Russians could have exploited it this year and won the Olympics.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I can't believe.
Anyways,
I don't know. What do you think about like? Imagine if all these players, like, imagine Ovechkin never won gold.
Yeah, because he won He's won gold.
He's won gold.
He's won gold in him and Malkin won it in the World Championships.
Well, it doesn't count. Talking about Olympics.
It's not gold. Olympics. They never won Olympics. I don't know if he won. I think he won World Juniors too. I think both of them won the World Juniors. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe I'm wrong, but I know they have won gold, but not in the Olympics. This was their last year, and now because they're not in it, they're not gonna win it. It's unfortunate for the fans. I think it would have been, man, you need Russia. You
Imagine
need
if
Russia in the Olympics, man. It just makes it. You have another team in the mix, and okay, I got one last question before we end this. If the Russians were in this, do you think Team Canada or Team USA would construct their team slightly
I
differently?
think they would.
Do you think they would?
I think maybe not US.
Yeah.
I think the way they want to play and the way that I guess
Because they're focusing on the Canadians. So like, this is how we'll play against the Canadians. That's how we're building the team.
because I think even with Canada, I think the way we took our team, it's how do we beat the US? Because I think we can outplay Sweden. Even Sweden, man, I think they're the dark horse.
Yeah, Sweden. Sweden is looking really good this year.
Even
but-
Finland, like
Yeah.
those. I think that's gonna be
No,
your top
Finland.
four.
Problem is the bottom 6 dies off. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about those teams properly next week.
What are
But
your?
I think if the Russians were playing, if they're playing in the Olympics, I think Canada and the US would be looking at their teams differently.
Okay, let's just look at it hypothetical. What are your standings? Who's gonna win gold? Who's gonna win silver?
Just looking at this, I still think Canada's going to win gold,
Okay,
and I think the Swedes are going to win silver.
okay, that's what
I have
was
the
gonna say.
Americans. I honestly, I think the Americans may even lose out of that medal.
Yeah, to Finland again.
Could be. I think they'll win bronze, but I don't know, man. The team that they have, they're like, if their entire I keep saying lasting, but if the American strategy right now, I feel like I think it's just one and done. If this strategy that they're trying right now doesn't work and they can't score, if there's other teams that somehow could start scoring 3-4 goals on them and they can't score that many goals, they're gonna struggle because Austin Matthews is not the same guy. If you're thinking like he's gonna be the same guy scoring up goals, he's not. You got to make him play more of a checking role. You can't make him play as a top 6 center.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that the way they built their team, I don't know. It's
Well,
interesting. I'm not high on the Americans this time.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. After seeing,
I think goaltending has to stand on their head to save it. Their defense is amazing still. Like even though I'm criticizing Seth Jones and all these guys, their defense is still superb. But I just think that defense and goaltending, if they're going to play defensively, sure, they could score goals from the back end. But if the goaltending can't stand on their head against the Canadians, like it's done. They're going to score more. They're going to score. They're going to exploit them, and the Americans won't be able to score goals. They can't go bar for bar.
Can't keep up.
They can't keep up. They can't go bar for bar.